Hey, what's up, guys? We're back with another basically, is it worth it video with another card. We do these, try to do these after we grind the card out and just simply see after the grind and looking at the upgrades, was it really worth the work, right? And pretty much compare. Pal Gasol was one of those cards we did earlier. Tom Chambers, we did him as well. We never did Mark, but I think I did a video on was he worth it. But at the time, I was debating grinding him. Demar, I don't think we did him. Maybe some others. But yeah, we're back with this De'Aaron Fox here. We already had this card way before they gave him an evolution, so it was just a luck, and we already had diamond contract on him and everything. So he was just one of those cards I really liked back in the older 2Ks, like 19, 18, or no, I think he had draft 18, just 19. I think mainly he had like a one of those next gen like packs or something like that, and he was like he was like a pink diamond two back then, or either open one or two, and he was just really efficient. He was on my team for quite a while, and I just really liked his release. I liked a lot of things about him, so I really loved the card, and just his actual gameplay in real life. I really enjoyed that too. So um, we're just basically we grinded this card out because we already had him, and we were doing pretty much what were we doing, spotlight series challenges. We finally had got James Harden, and then so by the time we finished that, we got James Harden. We only needed like blocks and steals or stuff like that, so we just played triple threat. We only need like two steals or something. We really had already got all our steals just playing spotlight series. The only thing we needed was blocks. So um playing just regular 5v5, it's really tough to get blocks, so you got to do triple threat, online, offline, whatever, to get these blocks. But it is definitely easier on triple threat instead of like a regular game. So here we're gonna break down his stats and basically decide, was he worth the effort. And as you guys can see here, I already posted a video for his requirements, so you guys should, if you didn't know, already know, just because I had personally myself made a video for it. So yeah, we're gonna look at basically, already this card was pretty lethal back when he first came out. Definitely quickly got him. His price drop every time I get a card. They price drop really like right after I get it, and it sucks. So I try now to be a little more patient before I get a card. But yeah, so basically, nice driving dunk, no post moves, which we never really care about when we have a guard, any guard. We don't care if you have a post fade post, so we don't care about that. It's nice at times to have those because potentially a lot of other guards are suck at guarding post moves and things like that. So it's real easy to do a post spin off of another guard or something like that. But we just don't really care in the long run because we're here. They're here for passing, shooting, pretty much, and driving, and it's depending on your play style. So draw foul 92, close shot pretty nice at 97, and 89 3. Now that was the biggest flaw right there, was that three-pointer. And as you guys see, close shot, mid-range, if you have a diamond coach, those will be 99 inside of a game. If he, which he does fit all the diamond coaches perfectly, so he'll get a +5 in close shot, +5 in mid-range, so those would be 99. And I think he gets a +5 in 3-point as well. So his 3-point, this was the biggest flaw with this card. This was one of the few cards that did not have a 99 3 when you with the addition of the diamond coach. So a lot of my guards and things like that, all shooting guards, small forwards, they all usually have a 99 3-point release when they are in the game. They may not have it, looking at the card stats, but inside of a game they have a 99 3-point rating. This is one of the cards that never had it, and you could definitely tell at times he would miss quite, like, maybe eight. No, he would like make 8 out of 10 open shots. So it was like not the efficiency as some of my other cards. So it was just kind of the biggest and only flaw with this card. Other than that, he was super solid. Like I said, 90 driving dunk, not really that super high because we did have, you got guys like Russell Westbrook and guards like James Harden who have, like, let me check his really fast. He actually has lower. Okay, let me 90. I thought 90 was pretty low. Okay, yeah, there's 95. I think 90's okay. 90's solid looking at James Harden's one because James Harden does get some dunks in. So 90's solid at 6'3". Obviously solid playmaking skills all around. That passing, ball handle, all that, but accuracy, of course, you expect that. Ball handle isn't super high, but is high, definitely high enough for anything you need at the guard spot. And then obviously defense was really lacking And interior, but obviously you're running this card at point guard, so you really don't care. But what sucks is if you get matched up against maybe a LeBron James or even that Jokic card that can run point, or even I think that Draymond Green can run point. A lot of cards nowadays have coming out who can run point that are super big. So or a Magic Johnson. But normally this card was such a great lockdown, right? Look at 90, 95 perimeter and 95 steal that he would normally stop them before they even got to the paint. So it wasn't much of a threat there, but yeah, that is one of the few stat problems we had was that interior defense block. And there was another problem here. We had to get 50 blocks right with a 56 block rating. So what I mean that didn't even make sense there. Somehow we got it done, but yeah, that didn't make no sense at all. Obviously, one of the quickest players, debatably the biggest debate around this card, and why I obviously always look for this card every year, is because they even debate now if he's the quickest player in the NBA. So his card should definitely reflect that, and he definitely usually does, and always has like a super high speed. Even earlier, his like on release date, his like my team Sapphire card had like a 80 something speed, which is super high at the time compared to other ones. So yeah, really solid speed for him. Really athletic as well, vertical pretty high. Lateral quickness super great. And as you guys can see for those other physical attributes, pretty nice. Mental stats were pretty solid. Like I said, 95 for both. You want offensive consistency to be just a little bit higher at a pink diamond level. That's the only thing a drawback I really just kind of didn't like was that 95 consistency. But other than that, everything else was great. 95 defense is solid for a guard. Pass perception 96 solid. 95 I help IQ defense just like solid on those mental stats right there. And then let's glance at the badges really fast. So what is up, guys? Real Diversity here. Sorry about that. We are like I was like recording that last video and it just like cut out. So we ended that last video at a point where we had just finished covering the overall. So that's where we're gonna start here. And I thought the video was still recording, so I went ahead and involved this card, and I kept talking and everything. So I skipped like a lot of stuff. But let me just get back to it and say that so now we're just gonna look at what went up, right? So what went up was his draw foul, his mid range, his three ball went up, pass went up, pass accuracy, interior defense, perimeter defense, block, steal, defense consistency, and pass vision. So key things that went up: his shooting mainly, mid range, and that three ball. His playmaking went up, so his pass accuracy went up, pass vision actually went up, and his pass accuracy went up. So he was already a solid guard, but for some reason, now that I look at those stats, they were pretty low compared to real life De'Aaron Fox, I feel like, which is a really solid passer. So, but anyways, he is super solid now on that passing. He should, and if you guys didn't know, passing accuracy and all that good stuff, that really makes your passes kind of quicker. So really, it is a good thing to have it kind of high because it makes you throw really quick, accurate passes. And a lot of times, it actually these passes will put you in really good spots. So say your man's cutting to the basket. Sometimes the pass will put them like right in the perfect spot where they really won't get blocked or won't get contested. Rather, a bad pass will get pit them pretty much, it won't help the situation. So a lot of times these passes can be beneficial. So just keep that in mind about having good pass accuracy. Like that really do matter sometimes for guards. So interior defense, perimeter defense, block, and steal. So basically every single defensive stat pretty much went up for this card. So he is a much better defender. On top of that, his defensive consistency went up. Now, the biggest flaw with this card, his offensive consistency is still stuck at a 95. If you guys go back earlier in the video, and you saw that when we looked at that, his offensive consistency was only a 95. So, not the greatest, right? But still solid. Now, if you have a diamond coach, he did a +5 in that three-pointer as well. So now he will have a 99 3, 99 mid-range, 99 shot close. So he'll be pretty lethal from everywhere on the court. Now let's look at the badges. What we didn't get to see before the video cut off last time, we didn't get to see the badges. So here we're gonna look at these upgraded badges. So what went up and things like that. So and we know we see what stats went up, right? Let's go over it again. His shooting went up, his playmaking went up, over his whole defense got an upgrade overall. So really solid defender now. everywhere on the court. So and let's see if these badges go with that. So like I said, his 3 point went up. So now he has corner specialist. That's even better. He has flashy passer, break starter. His playmaking went up. So that's even as so these three new gold badges add to the stats that were just upgraded. So it complements him even more. And you guys always got to realize stats matter, but badges also play a big impact. So a lot of times there are cards that came out like 2 months ago that may have stats similar to a card that came out today, but a card that came out today will have like five more Hall of Fame, six more Hall of Fame badges than 2 months ago, and that's gonna make the difference. So just keep that in mind. So now he has Intimidator, Pogo Step, and Trapper. So that also goes along with his defensive stats that just went up. So not only does he have better defensive stats, he has better badges to go with it. He has his block went up, so now he has Pogo Stick, more likely to get those blocks, more likely to get those contests. Intimidator. So now everything went up. Now he's pretty much going to be solid all around. Trapper, nice to see that. Fast break finisher. No finishing stats went up, so this doesn't matter too much. But that is also a nice boost to have, of course. More likely he's gonna more likely be able to finish now on those fast breaks. Showtime, so that's even nice to see. Now he'll more likely get a hotter quicker with that badge, especially that also kind of complements that fast break finisher badge right there as well. Those are pretty much complement badges in my opinion. Tight handles, right? So that better handles. His playmaking went. Did his ball handle didn't go up, but passing and stuff went up. So but yeah, still nice to see tight handles. So better his handles even more. So clutch shooter, Deadeye, nice to see. Hot zone hunter, which is crazy, underrated badge, and it's crazy that he just now got hot zone hunter. This card was pretty deadly. I really felt like this card had a little bit of his shooting was streaky. I'll say that much. And now I really know why, because he just did not have these badges to complement him, right? He didn't have Deadeye. He didn't have clutch shooter. He didn't have High Zone Hunter. I mean, like these badges are pretty much essential, especially when you're taking open shots, things like that. Deadeye, especially if they're late contesting. This really affects a lot. So this card was playing at a high level, but this will really elevate him more to a true opal, in my opinion. True opal card right now with these added badges. Quick draw, range center. So quick draw complements his shooting went up. Ranger Center also complements that as well. So his 3 ball is now 99. On top of that, Hall of Fame Ranger Center. So this card now is pretty much boundless in his scoring ability. He can score from absolutely anywhere. Hall of Fame Ranger Center with 99 3 ball and insane inside stats and everything else in between. So slippery off ball, tireless scorer or tireless shooter. And then, just a couple more badges that help you out. Slippery off ball. So, be able to get open on his own, which is actually really nice with a 99 speed. So really great. Everything really combated him. Let's just look now at his. Okay, but first let me show you guys this, right? Coaching. So these are the stats that go up with a diamond coach. We have diamond bound Steve Kerr. His fit is obviously excellent. At this point in the year, everyone's fit is going to be excellent, or at least if they're high enough overall, there'll be 99 fit for everything, pretty much, or excellent fit. I mean, so +5 on that mid range. We saw that mid range was like at a 96 already, so it didn't really matter too much there. But that's 99 now. 3-pointer got that +5. His mid range was a 94, right? Now he gets that +5 when he's in a game. Any game, it don't matter. It could be triple threat, whatever. Now he will have a 99 3-ball. Ball handle goes up even some more. So that's nice because his ball handle actually wasn't max, right? Guys, remember? Ball handle was only 95. So now we get that +5. Perfect. 99 ball handle. And let's see what else. Driving layup was 90 something. Okay, 99 driving layup now. Close shot was already like everyone's close shot at this point is pretty close to 99 already. So 97. That's one of the stats I hate that gets a boost is that close shot because everyone pretty much already has a super high close shot. But anyways, 99 close shot. There you go. Mid range 99 perimeter defense. Where does that go to now? I think that was already 99 before the boost, but he got a boost now, and now is for sure a 99. So pretty solid there already. So really nice to see there for this card. And like I said, let's go look just at the badges again. So now he has a total of 40 badges. That is super solid in terms of, and like I said, he already had a couple good badges like catch two difficult shots, teardropper, ankle breaker. So he had badges you guys didn't already know. He already had Hall of Fame dimer. He already had a couple great key badges, Hall of Fame interceptor. That's already been there. Lightning reflex has already been there. Green machine. that was already there. Contact finisher already there. Fancy footwork already there. Giant Slayer Pro Touch, those badges were there. So he already was pretty solid. Downhill was already there. Near third, quick first step, stop and go, space career. These badges were already here. So already a super solid card. But with these boosts, better shooting. Let me say it again: better shooting, better defense, better passing. So he's a solid overall point guard. Now he really could probably, let me see, what was his perimeter defense? Interior defense, 70 something, 78. Not the greatest, but he can probably guard maybe a I don't want to say like a pink diamond Giannis. He can probably guard some cars. You just, like maybe a Kobe or something like that. Maybe a Michael Jordan, not the obviously open ones, but maybe one of those cards that are normally good in the post and can back you down, do post moves. He would probably be able to guard those cards just a little bit better overall here with these stats. So it's really solid to see there. He isn't completely useless, right, inside the paint. So always nice to see that with your guards. Yeah, so really excellent there. I think we've covered everything with that card. Really great card. If you really, to me, he is worth it. Just because the stats he gets are really, they're good. They're not. It's not useless. Especially to me, the biggest stat is that three ball. Right, that three ball is what really limits him, and not, we're not fully using his potential because he doesn't have a max three. He has a 94 three ball with it before you evolve him. So it's not the greatest. And plus, after you evolve him, you get so many badges that complement him as a player that it's just crazy not to upgrade this card. So anyways, yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this. This card can do pretty much everything but rebound, which you really don't need out your guard. But with his athleticism, I'm pretty sure he could probably still snag a couple if he really had to. But anyways, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Yeah, I think that's all we covered. So if you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Real Diversity, we're out. Peace.